or evening to you all. We have a keyboard from MSI today, the Vigor GK50 Elite with box white switches. Have you got your perfect keyboard yet? Maybe you need a new mouse. PC? Something else? Sub and ring the bell here at Kit Guru so you don't miss a single video and keep us doing what we love best, being honest and helping you all make the right buying decisions. So what are we to expect from the Vigor GK50 Elite? Well, it has a MSRP of $79.99, so it's a mid to top range keyboard, and let's see what this keyboard is about. Usual packaging experience here, guys. The cardboard box and inside the keyboard and the manuals, nothing to shout about. You do get 2 spare keycaps which are convex, and if you wish to have your slightly higher Alt and Control keys, then you can use these. And let's not forget that keycap puller. First impressions are good. I like the brushed metal plate on the fascia. The underneath is just a mattified plastic with the MSI logo. There are 2 flip out feet that have rubber pads for grip and 4 rubber pads along the bottom of the keyboard too, one of which is actually a gaming base that provides extra support under the spacebar and prevents slippage. The keys sat in finished plastic and have transparent font to let that RGB shine through. To be honest, this is one thing I think MSI do really well. Their RGB lighting is really bright, and when you have the full colour spectrum rolling round, it's so pretty. I also like the fact that the indicator bar in the top right is also fully synced to the rest of the RGB. MSI used their logo instead of the usual function key as well, and I really do like that. Moving on to the feel of the device, the metal is really nice to look at, but doesn't do much for tactility. It will, however, provide rigidity to prevent it from bending, etc., so that's obviously a good thing. The keys are basic key finish really, that kind of satin plastic as mentioned earlier. It also appears that they are double shot, so you shouldn't see the font and design wearing away anytime soon. The keys are also that classic MSI shape, which is slightly more unique than just straight edged varieties. They also don't seem too bad at keeping grease at bay. That's a big bonus, especially for a keyboard. The keys themselves feel really clicky, and I feel they provide a satisfying audible and tactile feedback. The switches are Kel box white switches. Now, these are, as I did mention, a little bit clickier. This might be a bit of a change for you, but I personally really like them. I felt that with a wrist rest, it really improved the comfort level, as without it, I felt that my wrists were either a bit upright angle with the feet out, and without the feet, it was a little bit too low, but that's just my personal preference. I don't think I have used a keyboard without a wrist rest though for a long time, so that might be why I have a preference for it. Let us know, do you use a keyboard with or without a wrist rest? How important is it for you? I really want to know. The cord is really kink friendly, by the way, as well. It's really hard to get those harsh mountains out of that cable, but the feel of the braid is really nice and smooth. No problems here with catching or drag. It is a USB 2.0 only with gold plated connector, and the cable itself is non-detachable. So let's jump in with some key features, starting with the basics. So we have N key rollover, full keys anti-ghosting, and let's face it, I would expect these things to come with a keyboard at this price nowadays. We also have an 80+ million click lifespan. The keys are per key color, and that is why the colors and the brightness of the RGB is so nice on this keyboard. It really does stand out and looks great in lower light as well as daylight. There is a range of hotkeys to allow you to change profile, speed, direction of the lighting, as well as Windows lock and full media controls, including volume up and down and mute. The keyboard also works with Dragon Center, which we'll have a look at now. So the software is pretty basic. We have this one screen where you can edit the onboard profiles, and then on the right we have an ambient link. Now this is pretty cool. You can link the light into compatible games. I personally love when games utilize the lights in your setup. It really gives that immersive experience, so this is a plus. Ambient mode gives you some moods and surroundings. The ambient link tab here shows you can even link your Philips Hue, and to me, that's pretty cool. Underneath you have the basic RGB styles and you can choose from them here. Okay, so let's play a game, my favorite part, ESO. So I found that the switches are a little higher resistance than my own keyboard and it feels like you have to press slightly heavier, but that might be because they are straight clicky, whereas mine are more hybrid switches on my keyboard. Other than that, really there's nothing to report. I didn't miss a beat. I felt it was really responsive, so a thumbs up from me. Pros. Metal plate is really nice. Nice, bright RGB. No grease-prone keys, and that is a big bonus from me. Good tactile and audible feedback. Full range of media keys. Control and Alt convex keys. Full range of media keys. Software is pretty cool too, linking to games and stuff like that, as well as the Philips Hue. And good performance in gaming. Some cons, kink-friendly cord. Slightly heavier resistance when pressing the buttons, but soon got used to that. Nothing really stands out spec-wise, visually, or comfort-wise, other than the RGB and the freebies that you get with it. This is the definition of my conclusion. Nothing to complain about, but equally nothing to rave about. There isn't much here we haven't seen before, to be honest. There are keyboards that are very similar, for maybe even a little bit less, that I would more than likely go for on that basis. I would say that the best features include the metal plate, the RGB, the software, and the freebie keys. However, that isn't to say I'm right, okay? Have your say down in the comments section if you own this keyboard and it's the best keyboard you've ever had, or even if it's a little bit basic, let us know because I'd like to know your opinions. I'm Christina and I have enjoyed bringing you another unbiased review from Kit Guru. If you want to level up your guru status though, catch me in the next one. I'll see you there.